TR Nichols here with 5 Minutes for Men, giving 5 minutes to men to have conversations about things that we talk about just within our circles in most cases, but sometimes randomly with other men at other places. So today I want to talk about traveling. When I grew up, for me, there wasn't a lot of traveling going on in my family. One of my uncles did a lot of traveling, so we would hear stories from him. But outside of that, my centralized family, like my mom, my sister, myself, we didn't actually do a lot of traveling. We didn't travel that far out of the state or anything like that. So when I got old enough to actually travel on my own, and I started to go places with my friends or with anyone I may have been in a relationship with, or by myself, I started to understand the importance of travel and being able to see something outside of your regular environment, and to get a better understanding of the overall world through going to go see other places. You can relate to almost any other person in the world through the human experience, but seeing how they live and getting an understanding of their culture, or at least trying to get an understanding of their culture, it's a totally different experience. Having traveled with my family so that my children can see other things is a very important thing to me. I want my children to see a lot more of the world than I did as a child, just because I think it gives them a broader viewpoint of the world, and they're not kind of siloed away just in what they get from where they grow up in their experiences. To see others experiencing the world gives them, I think, an appreciation of where they are, as well as an appreciation of excuse me, as well as an appreciation of what other people have gone through and what their circumstances are. So for me, that's been really important. Traveling with my friends, and when I say my friends, I mean my boys, right? My circle of friends. When we travel, we're traveling usually to rest from work, family, and everything else, and just to be around each other and enjoy each other's company. But oftentimes, that's more of a release point, right? You're traveling with your boys because you can do more with the pack than you could probably do if you were with your family, right? You would do different things with your family than you would do with your boys. So that traveling has been interesting. The only thing about that kind of travel is it's sometimes hard to pick a place where everybody can agree to go to, right? And the more people you add to that circle, and the more people you want to take on the trip, the harder it is to find a place that everybody agrees to go on. I've actually missed a trip or two trying to wait for everybody to get lined up, right? People got to take vacation. People got to have the money right. Like, there's a lot. So what I've done is I started to travel more by myself. And when you travel by yourself, it's a very different experience. But as a man, be traveling by myself, and especially being an African American man, being just black in general in this world, I'm able to do things in some cases that other people are not able to do based on that. And I can almost travel almost anywhere in the world in most cases and feel safe in most cases. There's not a lot of places that I want to go that I'm not going to feel safe in. So that kind of helps eliminate itself. But being a man in general, I'm not going to put myself in a dangerous situation when I travel, but I love to travel, right? So traveling by myself, I found that people are more generous with their time, more eager to help, maybe because I'm by myself, right? But seeing the world, I would love to hear comments from men about where they've traveled, what they like to do. Do they like to go by themselves? Do they like to go with their boys, like with their family? What's your favorite method of travel? What's the site or the app that you use to help book your travel? I'm definitely interested in all those things, and looking forward to those comments. 5 minutes for men. Give yourselves 5 minutes to talk about things that men talk about. 5 minutes for men.